It happens very often that we tell kids the importance of education and reading great books, but on the other hand, we spend most of our time at home watching television or doing all the unimportant things except following our own advice. That is to mean what we say. I think the best way to teach your kids is to make them learn by example. We must practice what we preach. There is a story of a woman in India who was upset that her son was eating too much of sugar. No matter how much she scolded him, he continued to satisfy his sweet tooth. Totally frustrated, she decided to take her son to see his great hero Mahatma Gandhi. She approached the great leader respectfully and said, "Sir, my son eats too much of sugar. It is not good for his health. Would you please advise him to stop eating it?" Gandhi listened to the woman carefully, turned and spoke to her son. "Go home and come back in 2 weeks." The woman looked confused and wondered why he had not asked the boy to stop eating sugar right away. She took the boy by the hand and went home. 2 weeks later, she returned to see Gandhi. Gandhi called them in. He looked directly at the boy and said, "Boy, you should stop eating sugar. It is not good for your health." The boy nodded and promised he would not continue this habit any longer. The boy's mother turned to Gandhi and asked, "Why didn't you tell him that 2 weeks ago when I brought him here to see you?" Gandhi smiled. "Mother, 2 weeks ago I was still eating sugar myself." Well, Gandhi lived in such integrity that he would not allow himself to give advice unless he was living by it himself. Each one of us can leave a stamp on this world by making our lives meaningful in 1,000 ways and making the lives of others better than they ever thought possible. If you want to see change, you must first start within. It's that simple and it's that profound. If you want your kids to read great books, first hold a book in your hand or teach them some stories from a book and help them develop this wonderful habit gradually. It was wonderfully expressed by Mahatma Gandhi in one line: "Be the change you wish to see in this world." Reading books is a wonderful habit that one can develop. And when it comes to reading, we should try to read all sort of books. Like one I have with me is the autobiography of Sachin Tendulkar. I cannot wait to read this book, although it's a thick book, but still I would love to read it. And especially during this lockdown when we have quite a lot of time, it is good to finish a good book and come out of this lockdown becoming a smart and intelligent person.